Renault Megane E-Tech PHEV review. But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. With the launch of the pure electric Zoe in 2012, Renault was one of the first brands to create a credible EV for the European market. In the ensuing years, things remained quiet around electrification at Renault while other manufacturers launched hybrids, plug-in hybrids and fully electric models. And now, as the current Megane is due to be replaced by an all-electric successor and EVs are generally gaining ground, Renault has launched a plug-in hybrid version of the recently facelifted outgoing model. In fact, the brand has rapidly pivoted from hybrid skeptic to hybrid believer as it adds E-Tech hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions to the lineups of most of its models. It has also turned into a defender of the hybrid, with the firm's leadership recently telling Autocar that the European Commission's proposed ban on hybrids in 2035 may come too soon, particularly for the cheaper end of the market that Renault's subsidiary Dacia operates in. As the facelifted Megane undergoes our road test, the question is whether the technology is worth defending. Renault must certainly think so, because the E-Tech plug-in hybrid is now the only Megane you can buy. The full Megane range received a facelift in 2020 that brought some subtle styling tweaks and a much-needed overhaul of the infotainment, but the petrol and diesel versions proved short-lived, with all except the plug-in hybrid removed from sale earlier this year. The current shape Megane is likely to disappear not too long after its pure electric successor arrives, but the E-Tech powertrain is set to become a mainstay of the Renault, and perhaps Dacia, lineup, so it's worth taking a closer look. The Megane lineup at a glance. Not too long ago, Renault offered the Megane with a range of petrol and diesel engines and automatic and manual gearboxes, but the plug-in hybrid is now the only option. You don't get much more choice of trim level. There is the base iconic and RS line, the latter adding bigger wheels, sporty styling, automatic emergency braking, a larger touchscreen, adaptive cruise control, automatic parking, a leather steering wheel and the options of heated leather seats and the eCall emergency call system. If nothing else, the concept of the E-Tech powertrain, whether in full hybrid or plug-in hybrid form, is an interesting one. With battery electric vehicles, we may be heading into an era of mechanical uniformity, but hybrids are providing room for engineers to come up with novel concepts. With its clutchless, unsynchronized 4-speed automatic gearbox, Renault's might be the most novel of them all. The Megane is a plug-in hybrid, but the conventional hybrid powertrain found in the Clio and new Arcana E-Tech is essentially the same save for a smaller battery and a less powerful electric motor. All use a naturally aspirated 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with one big electric motor and one smaller unit acting as a starter generator. As the gearbox is clutchless, the engine cannot be decoupled, only put in neutral, so the car always sets off on electric power to get around the fact that a petrol engine cannot operate from 0 RPM. To ensure there is always enough battery to do so, the engine can run the generator while in neutral. Once the car is up to speed, the engine can be engaged to any of the 4 ratios of the automatic gearbox, and to make sure there is no unseemly grinding of gears, the starter generator adjusts the engine and input shaft's RPM to match. To change gears after that, the engine is put in neutral, and the starter motor will again match the revs to smoothly engage the next gear, in a similar way to how you might limp a manual car with failed clutch hydraulics to a garage. There are just 4 gear ratios, but this transmission has the unusual ability where the engine can use any of the 4 gear ratios to drive through, while the big electric motor can use only 2 of them. That means, in a sense, that the gearbox can be in 2 gears at the same time, one for the engine and one for the electric drive motor. In practice, the system claims a few benefits. First, it is relatively compact and low cost, to the point that Renault has hinted it may also appear in future Dacias. Renault will also tell you that it feels more natural and allows for more driving engagement than, say, a CVT. Second, it is very flexible. Because the engine and a large electric motor can be decoupled from each other in order for either to drive the car by itself, the Megane can function as a series or parallel hybrid, or as an EV. In other words, in town it can drive electrically with the engine either turned off or acting as a generator. Alternatively, both can work together, or the electric motor can be decoupled on the motorway for the engine to drive the car alone, which is more efficient at higher speed.
Thanks for watching.
Drop a like, leave a comment,
And don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.